what is the meaning of certain places? Why is there so much power concentrated in just a few places around the world? Why are big cities such huge attractors of people? Where does this fascination come from? What is my place in a place? What is my meaning in a place? What is my contribution? And what sense does it make to live in a place rather than the other, or to be in a place rather than the other, even temporary? These are all questions that it's great to ask to yourself once you've spent a little bit of time away from the place you live and you come back. And that's exactly what has just happened to me. If you don't know me yet, hi, I'm Mary Jane. By the way, Mary Jane is not my real name because sometimes people are confused. Mary Jane is just a nickname. I'm Italian, so I have an Italian name, even if nobody calls me with the real name, so don't worry. So I'm Italian. I grew up in a small village in the Italian countryside, and at a certain point in my life I started coming to New York City first just for travel, and then I started sort of living here. And then I kind of got stuck here for a year and a half during the COVID-19 pandemic. And that year and a half finished in June this year, June 2021, when I was finally able to go back visit my family. Sorry for the sunglasses. I have the sun in front of me. I will take them off eventually later in this live stream. And yeah, June this year, I was finally able to go back to visit my family and all my friends in Italy. And I spent 3 amazing months of summer there with them. And now, just a couple of days ago, I just came back to New York City after these 3 long months. Actually, more than 3 months, because I stopped in Paris for a week before coming here. So it's been 3.5 months away from New York City. I just came back. And these days, first days of October 2021, I'm really wondering all these questions, all the meaning of such a special place like New York City. And today we're in Manhattan, where I live, and we're gonna stroll around, I guess. This is gonna be a short live stream, and I thought about going live stream because, to be honest, I don't have a ready video to upload this weekend. So I thought, instead of just being silent for 2 weeks straight, I would just pop up for a second and tell you everyone hi. So here I am. Hi. Let's see. Let's go this way. It's a gorgeous day today in New York City. I don't know about where you are. Oh my God, there's so much chaos already. It's 23 degrees here. People are wearing t-shirts still. It's an amazing Saturday afternoon of end of the summer, really. Even if it's already fall, but this feels like being still summer. So I thought I have to show them around. And let's see if we're gonna get some of that New York City energy. Unfortunately, I don't have a microphone, like a proper external microphone for this live stream. And I thought it was okay, because the entire summer I didn't use any external microphone for my live streams, but it was fine till I was in very quiet places. But I'm quickly realizing that you are not gonna be able to hear me just as well, I guess, because there's so much noise around me. Everyone is out today. I guess you can see. Okay. You hear me perfectly fine? Okay, I'm glad to hear. Thanks for the feedback. Let me show you around while I wait for the green light. city is back, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but New York is definitely back. And don't ask me about COVID updates because I'm still trying to figure out whether we are wearing masks or not, whether we are having vaccinations or not, all these kind of things. I'm still figuring it out. Because sometimes I see people wearing masks, sometimes there are people indoors without masks. Yes, Stephanie. Good guess. I'm right at the bottom of Flatiron Building. This up here, I didn't show it to you because it's covered. It's been covered for months. They're doing this, how's it called? Scaffolding. This scaffolding is exactly the one that is covering the front of Flatiron Building, so there's not much to see. Let me show you a little bit of Fifth Avenue on a Saturday afternoon of sunshine. How do you say it? Sunny day.
So you're good.
Such crowds, oh my god. It's been, oh my god. I haven't seen such crowds in New York City since pre-pandemic. I haven't missed them, to be honest. This is a little bit too intense. No way.
Had the same reaction.
No way.
A recorded walk at the Flatiron Building. I was opening up my YouTube at the time and I saw, I'm back, and I was like, no way, you're here a block away from me. And
I cannot believe it.
I can't believe it either.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Can we, is it hugging back or not?
Yeah, that's fine. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Oh my god.
And not only that,
ladies and gents,
I finished my video also. There was another Twitch streamer there that I knew.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, we've done this
crazy.
before, by the way, in this village. You remember?
I know.
We randomly met during. It
This
was
is
my
insane.
live stream or your live stream. I don't remember, but
yeah,
incredible. How have you
I
been?
know. I'm good. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm glad you're back from Italy.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back.
I know.
Wait, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that many of you online right now know who this character is. This is Action Kid, for who doesn't know. And yeah, aka Kenneth, a good friend, a colleague, YouTuber. Check out his channel, Action Kid. He does live streams around New York City all the time.
Yeah.
So this is such a coincidence that we've met.
Unbelievable.
I do live streams so rarely, and I can't believe I met you here.
And I can't believe I ended like a block away, and then I opened up and said, "Wait, you're here!"
Amazing! Oh my God! Do you want to? Where are you going? Do you want to walk with me?
I was gonna start my own live stream, but I'm not doing anything now. So.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Listen, I was just wondering. I was going philosophical a little bit today.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, what's the meaning of living in such a peculiar place like New York City? And what's the contribution that you can give? I guess you are a New Yorker, you was born and grew up here, so for you the perspective is different. But I don't know, how do you feel like living in such a famous place that everybody in the world knows?
I'm trying to look at it like the views of an outsider now, like detach myself from New York now. And yeah, there's a lot going on here. Like sometimes you feel like what you do here doesn't mean much. If you think of it that way.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I now you mention it, I'm trying to like what we do doesn't mean much, and we're just one of many people around here. Like
You know, actually, I was thinking about it because me coming from a small village in the countryside, I've always felt my entire life that I could not do much because I was just in the middle of nowhere and I was just a random, insignificant person. And I was looking at people living in places like this, and I was always wondering, wow, if I was living in like a big city, either London, Berlin, New York, I could do so many things, and I don't know, it would be so empowering.
Yeah.
And now that I'm here, I really understand what you're saying. The fact that they knew. I mean, we are just two people among 8 million, I think.
Yeah, 8 million people.
8 million people living in your city. Like, you really feel how small you are.
Yeah.
In dimensions like this one. So I guess.
I know. And now that you put it that way, it's like, what do we have to do to like make ourselves here in the city, like detach ourselves from like, you know, it's tough.
You know, I just came back and I was saying these are the best moments to kind of go philosophical a little bit and question certain basic things in your life, because when you spend so much time away from the place you live and you go back, you don't give for granted as many things anymore.
Yeah, like traveling, I think, is a great thing to open people's minds and ideas. Like, I went to Los Angeles for a month and I felt it so different than New York City. Like, I was, you know, more chill and things are more spread apart. So I took my time and I realized, like, wow, people actually do like live like this, where it's like more relaxed and they can think more. Here in New York, it's like you just want to keep going and going, and it can get draining sometimes.
Yeah. Also, the environment you are placed in, I think it has such a big role. Even if you try to slow down and to take things a bit slower, a bit more relaxed, even if you're trying as an individual, you're still put there in that environment, and everyone around you is having a different energy, so you feel drawn to that energy too, right?
Yeah.
So that's why
exactly.
Certain things are hard to do in a place like New York.
Yeah.
But hey,
I know.
I see.
Have you tried one of
is
these
this
before?
yours?
Yeah. I've had the scooter since January.
Okay, so you're not renting it out or anything?
No, it's my own.
Great. And
You've ridden one before?
no, I never tried, to be honest. No.
It's a little bit, takes a little bit of time to get used to, but if you ride a bicycle, then it comes natural.
I've never had the curiosity, to be honest.
Yeah.
But one day maybe I will try. But were you using something like this in Los Angeles too?
Yeah.
Yes?
I ordered one from Amazon just for Los Angeles.
Because I know that in LA you sort of have to have a car to go around, right? But I don't know if you got a car or you were okay with.
No, I managed there because like where I was staying, my Airbnb, it was a lot of buses. So I was able to ride the bus like to the main popular areas, and I had a few viewers, they drove me around.
Okay.
And I also had the scooter. The scooter, I put it in the trunk of the car and I rode around, and I even put the scooter on the bus. They let you bring it on the bus there.
Oh, that's cool. Great. That's such a good example for people who live there, I think, also. Because I always heard you cannot survive without a car in Los Angeles. But I'm not a big fan of cars. I think it's always better to avoid owning a car if you can. So good job. Okay, I guess I'll continue with my walk on Fifth Avenue.
I know. Maybe I'll pop in the live stream now that I know you're here.
Yeah.
Chat.
Are you going live now?
No, maybe I'll take a break a little bit because I already made 3 videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Big worker. This is how you know he is a real New Yorker.
Yeah.
No stop working.
I know.
Okay, it was great to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you back.
And I guess I'll see you around.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, this was so amazing. I cannot believe this. Okay, let me see some of your comments. Sorry I neglected the chat till now. Let me cross. I was about to say, this is Fifth Avenue that I'm walking on. Very famous avenue in New York City. And very touristy too. You can see that there are so many groups of people that clearly don't live here. And I remember when I was one of them, and now I can honestly say I'm not anymore. I don't know, but this is probably a bigger topic. You know, the other day it was yesterday actually, I was driving back to Manhattan. I was in the car with my husband. We were driving back. We were crossing Williamsburg Bridge, which, hey, Action Kid, that was fun. Yes, great to meet you. So I was driving back. I was on top of Williamsburg Bridge, and the ones of you who have been to New York City know how great of a view there is on the whole skyline of Manhattan from the Williamsburg Bridge. And I'm always in awe when we cross that bridge, and I always want my husband to drive so that I can just enjoy that amazing view for like 2 minutes of drive. And sometimes I would ask to my husband, who has been living in New York City for 14 years at this point, aren't you bothered that I always make you drive so that I can enjoy the view and you are not able to properly enjoy this view? And basically his answer is, oh, I'm not that impressed anymore. Let me walk in another, no, I will keep walking here. Yeah, so, and I always found that so weird because that view is so stunning. The view of the skyline of Manhattan, you have the, I don't know, the Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building, the Freedom Tower, the entire skyline, you know? And I thought that would never happen to me. And then the other day, we crossed that bridge again. He was driving again. And I look at that view, I was really looking forward to that view as a welcome back to New York City. And it had no effect on me. I laughed, but it was actually very sad. I looked at it and it was like, yeah, very, very nice, super nice, such a great view, but nothing else. I was not in awe, I was not inspired anymore. Yeah, so that's, I don't know what it means to be a New Yorker or to become one. I don't know if it's when you start to noticing that other people are not able to jaywalk properly when they cross the street, or if you are not in awe anymore, if you're not inspired anymore when you look at the stunning Manhattan skyline. But this is my experience. Anyway, let me look at your comments. I'm sorry, today is just a random, quick, spontaneous live stream. I don't have much time, so I neglected a little bit your comments.
Did you lend me those papers? No, yeah, that's also late.
Carlos, is quality of life better in Italy or in New York? I would say in New York it really depends on how wealthy you are. It's really like the quality of life is very strictly related to your wealth. And if you're very wealthy, I guess New York City is the right place to sort of spend your money. Because if you have huge amount of money and you are in another place, I don't know on what you would spend them in. And New York City has plenty of opportunities of spending money in non-necessary ways. But I would say overall the quality of life is definitely higher in Italy. But yeah, there's nothing I need to add about this. That's a pretty safe answer. Not safe, how do you say? Like, I'm sure about this. I'm sure about this answer. Chris, where have you been, Mary Jane? I've been in Italy visiting my family for 3 months in the summer. Then I've been in Paris for a week visiting another friend of mine. And that's it. Pizza reviews on the go. Hi, can you, an action kid, do another little Italy tour? That's my first memory of you. I found your channel because of that video. It was great. Oh, I'm glad to hear. So he's talking about a live stream that we've done on Action Kids channel. So if you want to check it out, go on Action Kids channel and type in Little Italy, Mary Jane. I mean, we've done a few live streams together on his channel with me. So that's sort of my content on his channel as well. And yeah, I'm down to that. So tell Action Kid and we will do it. Okay. Hello there in Washington, D.C. Ooh, it's so hot today. Amazing. You know, another thing that I'm gonna get used to again here is that the weather changes very rapidly and it changes like crazy. Like yesterday it was a full fall day, you know, it was very chilly. I was wearing a sweater plus a jacket. Today I regretted taking this jacket. I should have stayed like this. And who knows about tomorrow? It might snow tomorrow. Let's see how it goes. Hey Richard, Mary Jane is not my real name. I mentioned it at the beginning of this live stream actually, because I should mention it more often because people get confused. No, Mary Jane is not my real name, absolutely. I'm Italian, I have an Italian name. Mary Jane is definitely not an Italian name. And my real name I've never revealed publicly online. Can you still hear me? There's a lot of wind now. Yeah, that's it. So Mary Jane is one of my many nicknames. Many friends call me Mary Jane. Not my relatives, but that's it. But don't think that Mary Jane is my name because it's not Italian. Come on. Do you have a green pass in Manhattan? I guess you are European because Green Pass in Europe is the certification that means that you are safe to enter public spaces, such as restaurants, for example, because you have been vaccinated or you have gotten tested in the last couple of days, stuff like that. Here it doesn't work. There's no Green Pass here. I am vaccinated. But I have, oh, thanks. Oh my God. Wow, the kid almost ran into people. Okay, so there's no Green Pass here. Here you have to show just the record of vaccination. or I think record of COVID test negative done in the last couple of days, but I'm not sure because, as I was saying, I'm still trying to figure out how the rules are here because I just arrived a couple of days ago. I also see some people in restaurants are wearing masks, some other people are not. So that's still unclear to me. Sometimes in this area of Manhattan there are this little corner with nice churches and trees, finally. They're very nice. This is one of them. I remember here watching the parade underneath this thing. I was watching the oh my god, it's hard to speak English, to be honest. I'm not quite used anymore. How's it called? The Gay Pride Parade 2019. I was watching here. I was there for an hour or two, I remember. Very cool. I actually have a vlog about that experience on my channel. So if you look for it, Gay Pride Parade 2021 Stonewall celebration, 20-year Stonewall anniversary celebration. And that is one of my least successful vlogs, fun fact. I don't know why, because I think it was a pretty cool vlog. But speaking of Green Pass, let me tell you a story. A fun story about when I came to the airport the other day. I arrived, I was boarding the plane, I think, in Paris to come to New York. And you know, when you go outside of Europe, you're European, there is always a guy at the check-in that asks you a lot of questions, weird questions about what have you been doing here? Why are you going to the United States? Have you packed your luggage? Are you sure that nobody has touched your luggage in the last 5 hours and stuff like that? And at a certain point, after all these confusing questions, that is always, at the moment, you have so many things to think about at the airport, and these questions are so weird and random that often it's hard to answer. Like, you have to think about it for a couple of seconds. And after this row of questions that I got, he asked me, you have your green card? And immediately, as in any case that I've experienced during the summer, I started to explain how I live in the US and I got my vaccination there, so I don't have my green pass, but I do have a certificate of vaccination and COVID positive to show, because you know my green pass is complicated because I have one shot of Pfizer and then I didn't need the second shot because in Europe, if you've had COVID in the last 6 months, you only have to do one shot. So I was explaining him this and he was looking at me as if I was crazy, and he kept saying, your green card, and I was like, yes, I'm explaining to you what's the deal with my vaccination. And then I realized that he was asking me for the green card, not green pass. Sorry, this was a stupid story, but I found it very funny. Like, green card, if any one of you doesn't know, it's a very, very important document because it's the document that gives you permission of living in a country if you're not a citizen. Permesso di soggiorno in Italian. And so, of course, I had to have my green card and show it to him. And I kept talking about my vaccination. Whatever. I guess now it's better to flip the camera for a second.
Yeah, I've had enough. Yeah,
Wait, after this red light.
sister. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I have such a nice view in front of me that I would like to show you, but there is two huge vans that are in front of it and they're covering half of it. But who recognizes this little street? If you've been to New York City, you've hung out in the villages, you know. Let's see, I'm curious to see again this place, especially on a Saturday afternoon. It's gonna be such a chaos.
Download the app, you get a free stack guaranteed. Download the app. Free stack, free stack.
Woo. Oh my God. Do you know where I am? I mean, I would be curious to know if any one of you who has never been to New York City knows what place this is, what square it is. Because of course, if you've been to New York City, you know. Wow, look at that. Plans of doing another stream with Action Kid. Well, guys, if you keep asking me, I will make it happen. This is what I've been missing, live music.
This is my friend John. My dad.
Kenneth, They are requesting another one of our collaborations here. I don't even have $1 to give it to them. Hi Ralph, nice to see you here. You say it really looks like New York City is coming back. I say it is back. I mean, this is, yeah, I honestly don't even remember at this point how it was before the pandemic, because I've experienced New York City longer during the pandemic than before the pandemic. Ooh, look, there's a rainbow. But this looks very much like pre-pandemic in my opinion. I think someone is playing Radiohead in the middle of New York City. Swim, swim, swim. You're kidding, but I think last time I was here, or the time before, it was during the celebration for the election of Joe Biden, or better, as I prefer to call it, the celebration for the non-re-election of Donald Trump. And there were so many people in the fountain swimming and performing shows, dancing to the music. It's been such a wonderful night, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. This square was so crowded and everyone was so happy. Let's go to here. The British Radiohead played in Washington Square Park. Giorgio, sono 23 gradi, it's 23 degrees Celsius. I really enjoyed this. I don't know about you. And I thank you for having kept me company during my little walk on a Saturday afternoon. And by the way, today is the 2nd of October. Brand new month has just started, and October is my favorite month of the year. So I'm particularly happy these days, and I wish you from the bottom of my heart to have a wonderful start of the year. For me, October is always the start of the year. I don't know why. So the beginning of October is really something like a point zero for me. And it's always good to have point zeros, right? Because you sort of question many things that you give for granted in your life, and you reflect a little bit more on things, and that's always good in my opinion. So I wish you to have a little moment like this as well, a little reflective moment, and I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye.